Welcome back, everyone. Not long after I did the video for the bike rack, when I was trying to connect the cable to the car, I noticed there was in the plug in the car had a pin stuck in one of the little ports, and to be honest with you, I actually thought that it was extruding from within the plug itself, and it freaked me out a little bit. And so I went away and thought about it for a while and checked into the plugs. It's been a while since I've played around with wiring plugs for trailers and so forth, and I suddenly realised what was going on within this plug, the one that I've dismantled here, that's on the bike rack itself. The pins are male and the socket on the car is female, and the pin that was sticking out was actually from this, that had pulled out of this particular socket or plug. So I dismantled it here to have a look to see what was going on, and sure enough, it's from a pin that's not connected. So if you look closely, you'll see that's the pin that I was talking about. It literally had come out and was inside the mating plug on the car. And if you look closely, you'll see that that cable is not connected. And the reason for that, these 7-pin plugs are designed for your left signal, right signal, brake lights, headlights, brake lights, reversing, and also for trailers that have got lights. I'm not sure what you call them. Lights that are on the side. They're sort of to indicate that the actual width of the trailer. And I believe that's the one that we're not connected to, because it's not relevant to this particular bike rack. So I just thought I would show you. I'm going to go over this again, and we'll visually show you what happened and show you how I fixed it. Because you never know, you might encounter this, and hopefully it might help you. So let's have a look at actually what happened. So I've taken the plug off the bracket and I've removed the cover from the actual plug, so you can see, and this is on the car, so you can actually see. And if you note that pin there, well, there's actually 2 pins, right? But that pin has no connection to it. And that's the one that corresponds to the one that's on the other plug that's on the bike rack. And what I found, if you turn that around, this is a little bit hard because the damn cover, but the pin was actually stuck in there. This is what I was confronted with when I had a look at the plug. I couldn't work out why I couldn't get it on. And the bottom, what would you call it, cover, which was spring loaded, was hitting that, and I couldn't put the plug in. And as you can see, that pin was stuck in there. Now, I didn't realise, I thought, because it's hollow, I just assumed that it was one of the sleeves in here that it was pulling out. But it wasn't until further inspection that I actually undid it from here and suddenly realised that there was no. If you look, so when I actually pulled it apart, put the cover off here, and I saw that had no wire on it, I went, oh shit, hang on. And then I turned this back around again and had a look, and sure enough, I realised it was this pin. I got myself some needle pliers and I actually pulled this out. And then I went back up to the where the bike rack is and inspected that plug, pulled it apart, and sure enough, that's when I realised that that is from the bike rack plug. So it's just really a matter now of putting it all back together, and then we'll put the bike rack on and test it, make sure it's all working. So as you can see, the spring cover comes down now. There's no pin locked in there. So all we have to do now is put the bike rack back on and check out the lights. So we're going to put this bit of the bike rack up. I'm not going to put the whole bike rack. You don't need to, just to test these lights. I'm not even going to actually worry about putting the pins in. I'll just lock it up so it doesn't move around too much. There we go. So now we're going to test the lights. Let's see what happens. So, put the ignition in. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, brake lights are working. Oop. Yeah. Yep. Left blinker, right blinker, tail lights. Look at that. Girls and boys, it's all working again. Problem solved. So as you can see, the problem solved. I did this video just in case you encounter this problem. It doesn't matter whether you have an e-bike rack, a bike rack, it doesn't matter whose make it is. That plug is a standard here in Australia, and because it's not a trailer, it's not using all the connections, and so you're going to have a pin which is not there for, not connected. And this could happen to you, and if it does, now you know how to fix it. So I hope it's been of some assistance to you, and until next time, thank you for watching. See you later.